Have you ever listened to professionally mixed music and you notice how the atmosphere covers you, how it feels like you are in the music and the whole music surrounds you? Then you play your own, it sounds like this. Like, bah. One thing you have to avoid is stereo images. Yes, you want your music to sound wide, then you are using every stereo widener you can lay your hand on. You put it on the master, you put it on the vocal, you put it anywhere that is putable. It doesn't work that way. The more stereo images and stereo enhancers you use, the less width you will get. The best way to get stereo width is by creating difference in the stereo field. What do I mean? You need to have something else happening here and something else happening here, not just by spreading the stereo image. When you use stereo imager, you are not really creating difference. You are spreading what is already existing in the music. I'm going to share with you the tricks and tips on getting that difference. Use these 5 pan positions: left, right, center, 50% left and 50% right. Find instruments that complement each other. Put one on the left, put one on the right. But if that feels too wide for you, then put it 50% left and 50% right. Don't be afraid to use hard pannings. Most of these professional mixes, they pan so wide, and that is how you get that wide sound. It is that simple. Avoid stereo images like HIV. Avoid it. Avoid it. If you must use stereo images, use it on specific elements of the mix. For instance, a specific reverb, or maybe the pads. Don't just put it on everything else. Avoid it on things that you want to maintain mono. The kick, the snare, lead vocals, even the background voice. See if you can create this separation by yourself. Then avoid stereo images at all costs. If you have double tracks, pan it wide apart. And how to double is by recording it twice. That is the best way you can get good doubles. But if you can't record it twice, use good doubler effects, or you can create the doubler yourself by offsetting the time and offsetting the pitch. When you take one sound source and duplicate it into 2, pan one left and pan one right, what do you end up with? Mono. When you listen to mono sound, it sounds like it's coming right from the center. How does this happen? It happens because what is happening on the left is exactly what is happening on the right. So when it sums up, it becomes mono. To create stereo, you need to create a difference between what is happening on the left and what is happening on the right. So when you get that one sound source you want to turn into stereo, duplicate it, put one on the left and put the other on the right, and start creating differences. Some of the ways you can use to create the difference is the time. Obviously, you really want to make sure that the time is not the same, or set it by between 6 to 30 milliseconds so that it doesn't start at the same time. With the frequency and with the pitch, fine-tune it to maybe between 6 to 15, between the one in the left and in the right. And you can do some little bit of varying equalization to separate it. But there are plugins that helps do this, like spread and split from waves. So get differences between your left and your right channel. Don't just have the same thing going on between the left and the right channel and then try to use stereo widener to spread the whole stereo field. You are damaging the stereo field that you've created. You will mess up the mix and you will get a lot of phase issues. Keep following Signature Vibes for more. If you have more tips on how to get wide sound, you can also share with us on the comment section. See you on the next one.